Hey, Kennedy. What are you doing? Hey, everybody. I'm going live, Kennedy. That's what I'm doing. I'm going live. Hey! What's up, you guys? My daughter's on here. Say hi to Kennedy. Namaste. All right, we're just going to light some Orisha candles here before we get started. Blessings to you all. Happy Virgo season. Happy, you know, happy all that, right? Yeah, you guys, Kennedy is on here. Say hi to Kennedy. She came on talking about, hi, Mom. She may have already left. She doesn't stay too long. All right, you guys, we're going to get started. Let me just light these candles up real quick. I hope you guys are well. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Oshun. All right. I swear, I need to get a longer lighter. All right. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit before we get started. This is what is this? The white sage. Okay, baby, love you. I'll talk to you later. Right? Happy birthday. Or happy late birthday. Happy belated. All right, bye, Kennedy. Love you. All right, you guys. So let's get down to business. Somebody asked me to come on. You're welcome, boo. So somebody asked me to come on and do a new moon ritual for you guys, and I at first I thought about doing a new moon ritual. I'm just not really feeling it. So anytime I'm not really feeling it, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it because my heart is not gonna be in it, right? But what I really wanted to do was I wanted to do some readings tonight. That's what was on my heart. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do readings tonight. But I think I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I think what I'm gonna do tonight, instead of doing free readings for everyone, because I told you guys I'm not doing free readings anymore because I just feel like people only love me for my free readings and don't nobody want to support me and don't nobody want to come and spend their cheddar with me and get a reading. So I'm not gonna do free readings tonight. Individual readings. What we gonna do tonight is we are going to do, what is that, a freaking gnat? Oh my God. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're going to do readings for each sign. Okay. Readings for each sign. We're gonna do each sign categorized by element. So we're gonna do water, fire, earth, and air. And I've never done readings like this before. This is my first time ever doing readings like this. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So if you wanted a free reading, sorry, this ain't the video, sis. But if you would like a personal energetic reading, all my tarot readings are half off right now. And you can go on www.divinechakras.com to get a half off personal reading for your spiritual needs. Okay, so let's get started. But before I get started, I gotta add my lipstick. And for those that don't know, I just released a video all about my makeup line. So this is what y'all gonna see for the rest of y'all freaking lives is my brand, Comedic Cosmetics. Okay, I'm gonna put this red lipstick on so I can be real fiery and diva like. Hey boo. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yes, sis. Yes. Yes. So this is number 5, you guys, Comedic Cosmetics, and these will be out September the 1st. And then I also have on the lashes as well. Okay. And these lashes will be available on September the 2nd. Or the 1st. Sorry. September the 1st. They will be out. People always calling. God damn, my mother has a hotline. Hold on. Y'all, my mother stayed with the freaking hotline. Okay. All right, let's get started. Thank you guys for the congratulatories and stuff. I truly appreciate ya. I'm so excited, by the way. And for those that don't know, I am doing my manifestation class tomorrow. And I'm telling y'all because y'all want to know how to like conquer your goals and shit. And I literally manifested this cosmetic line. This is something that I have been working on in the dark matter in my head. And I teach you guys how to create your own brand. Not necessarily create your own brand, but I teach you guys how to manifest, basically. I give you like elementary ways on how to manifest. So if you want to know how to manifest and all of that shit and get your own thing popping, then I suggest that you take my manifestation reboot class, which is going to be held tomorrow on www.divinechakras.com. Thank you. For those that just came in, the lip color that I have on is my brand. It's Comedic Cosmetics. The lipsticks will not be available until September the 1st. September the 1st, okay? So check back on my website on September the 1st and they will be available. I'm probably, hold on y'all, sorry. We're trying to get the salon that I'm at right now doing lashes. We're going to this big like trade show and we're gonna get like all these classes, and the shop owner, she's paying for us. I'm so excited because I'm going to Philly after I get back from Dallas. So your girl's been traveling, okay? Somebody said something else before we get started with the readings real quick. Thank you so much for all the congratulations. How do I make the lipsticks? So I mean, what do you mean? Like I don't personally make them. They're manufactured. And so yeah. But the lipsticks are cruelty free. They are not tested on animals, all that good stuff. So yeah. But I can't tell y'all the secret sauce, you know. I figured this out on my own. You got to figure it out on your own, girl. But yeah, this is the red. This is number 5. I think that this one's going to sell first. And I did not get that many. Okay. So I ordered 5 different lipsticks and I ordered 10 of each color because when you're just starting off, you don't know how the market is going to be. So you want to not get as many. So I only got 10 of each color, and I actually only have 9 of each color now because of those 10, I took 5 for myself as testers. Okay? Just saying. All right. So now I only have 9 of each. The Divine 9. All right. So once I launch, just be aware of that. And then the lipsticks, or excuse me, the lashes. I got, I think, 20 lashes, so now I have 19. So for those that want the lashes, when it releases, you better get on it, okay? Of course, I will be getting more as the inventory goes down. But if you are interested, these are the lashes, and I have on the lashes now. So they look long in the packaging, but when you put them on, they are not long at all. Okay, so they're super feminine. They're super lightweight. They are mink lashes. They are genuine mink lashes, but no animals were harmed in the cruelty or in the making. No animals were harmed in the making of these products. If you guys don't know, minks shed. They shed naturally, and so what they do is they just pick the hairs up, clean them, and then attach them to lashes and bind them with cotton. So that's how mink lash, for those that don't know. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So for those that just joined us, we are going to be doing we're going to be doing readings tonight. I need to see what message spirit has today, because I'm doing this for a reason, clearly, right? um where did I put my cards? All right, so I'm here for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. All right, let's get these likes up, you guys, because the likes help with the algorithms. Even though I don't get paid for my channel, I do want more exposure to my videos. I don't care about the money from the channel. That's why I have yet to monetize my videos. And I have over 175 videos, I think, on this channel. I've had this channel for 2 years. Actually, this September, I will have been on YouTube on this channel for 2 years, officially. And I have not monetized it yet. Like, I always say that, but I'm just proud of myself because, yeah, I'm just proud of myself because I do this just because. Like, I don't do this for a paycheck. I come on here just because. All right. Um, what the hell is up with me? I can't find anything today. We're gonna clear our space. It is lit. The insects is chirping outside. Yes. I do have a natural bug spray. Speaking of insects, if someone was interested, the weather is popping today. Let's clear this energy. Ooh, I'm sure. A little bit of wine, Florida water. I need to actually go and get more Florida water, y'all. Like, I'm slacking on my macking. What's going on? But this is from Hudson Apothecary, for those that want to know. From my homegirl Am's line. Am's, what the hell is in here? This should be powerful. All right. So let's get started. So we are reading today for new moon season, Virgo season, new moon in Virgo, Ashe. Everything, right? Listen, girl. This shit is powerful. Okay. I also need to do a video for my homegirl, for my sister, for Holland Spices. Because I got 2 orders from her. So I need to bring y'all the fire. The fire, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to break this down into 4 elements. So first, since I said fire, let's read fire signs first. All right. So this is going to be a reading for fire signs. Let's just do this reading for Virgo season. What can you expect for Virgo season? And let's just first call in some beautiful energy here. Let's call in the energy of Sekhmet, Ashe, Bas Ampu, Ashe, as always, Ptah. Let's call in the energies of Aset and Asar, as well as Heru, and the sun energy of Ra, Ashe. Let's also call in Shango. Let's also call in Shango. Let's also call in Oshun as well, and Yamiya, since I have all their candles lit behind me. Calling the energies of our ancestors, known and unknown, those ancestors that are here for our highest good, Ashe, and of course our spirit guides as well, and our galactic families. What messages do you have for fire signs, which is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, for 2019 new moon season, Virgo season? Ashe. So we're going to draw 3 cards here to break down fire signs, okay? So there's one. Ooh, shit. Oh my God. All right, so 1, 2, and they say this one, so 3. Okay. Okay. So fire signs. It looks like I hear the phrase in my head, give a little to get a little. Okay, give a little to get a little. So for fire signs, and this is for your sun, your moon, and your rising, whatever connects to you. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. If it does, take it, okay? I really feel like this is a season of giving for you right now, because I feel like you haven't been giving. I feel like you've been very selfish. And while I do condone being selfish, what I don't condone is being selfish with the intent on being selfish. Okay. And what I mean by that is like you being stingy. I feel like someone here is being stingy, and spirit says that you need to be more giving in order to receive. The reason why you're not receiving, the reason why you feel stuck, fire sign, is because you are not giving enough of yourself to anyone, not even to your damn self. Okay. It's time to give more. In order to receive, you must give. Okay. Second card that came out is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is such a beautiful female energy. It's a very feminine energy. It's all about spirituality. It's all about teaching. It's all about expressing yourself through spirituality. I really feel like in this moment that a lot of you fire signs have a lot that you want to say. You have a lot that you want to get off your chest. And that may be a reason why you feel so selfish. Maybe you've come to a transition in your spirituality where you're starting to see people for what they are. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. You're starting to see people for like who they are and what they are, and maybe what they aren't. Maybe someone in your past, or maybe someone in your present past has manipulated you into a situation where you felt like someone was using you. But even though you feel like someone is using you, the reason why you may be feeling like people are using you, is because you're giving too much of yourself to people. And I know that sounds weird, and it comes in a balance, because I just feel like there's an off balance here of you not giving enough in order to receive. Okay? Spirit wants you to be more open with your spiritual practices. Spirit wants you to be more open with the things that you have to say to people in order to get them on the spiritual path that they need to be on. I feel like you are the martyr for your family, or the black sheep. And I also feel like people in your family or people in your immediate circle have been reaching out to you, excuse me, to receive more spiritual information or to receive more spiritual insight, fire sign. And you have just been blowing people off left and right. All right. Last but not least is the Eight of Pentacles. So we started with Pentacles and we're ending with Pentacles. And essentially this is Virgo season. And Pentacles is all about the materialistic things, right? Materialistic, all of the tangible items, things that we can touch, things that we can see, the tangible manifestations, right? Leos, you I keep wanting to say Leos. Why do I keep wanting to say Leos? Maybe this is for Leos, but fire signs, you guys have been working really, really hard at something, and I feel like you're forgetting like a lot of what you've been taught or a lot of what you've learned on your path. I feel like you're working backwards because you're starting to regress into your old way of thinking. You're starting to get pulled or sucked back in to like the 3D dimensional thinking, and it's almost like self-doubt. I feel like you're doubting yourself. I feel like you have some sort of fear. I feel like you're afraid of what is going to happen next. I actually did a quote today that said, the only way to predict your future is to create it, right? And so I feel like Leos, you're trying to, I keep wanting to say Leos. Why do I keep wanting to say Leos? Oh my God. Fire signs. I feel like you guys are really trying to like push towards something, but you haven't created it here in your mind. You're only trying to like, you're trying to move so fast like an actual fire sign does, that you're not stopping to incorporate the spiritual aspect of your manifestation, which is the mental. The all is mental. The universe is mental. So you have to use your logic over your emotions. You're leading with your emotions, you're leading with your actions, right? But you're not using the state of your visual. You're not being visual. You're not being visually connected, okay? So fire signs, it's time to put the fire out. Put the fire out, work with some Amazonite, and level and even out your masculinity versus your femininity. You're being way too masculine right now. Your fire is so lit. You're mad because Leo season is over and now your fire is dimming out and you want to keep the fire burning. But I'm sorry, you guys, you had your moment. Leo season is over. And now it's time to let the Virgos come in. Now it's time to let the Virgins come in and, quiet the mind and get back to, because it's been a hot girl summer. So we've been out here living our life. We've been drinking. We've been, partying it up. And it's really time to get back focused and quiet the mind and get back to the task at hand. Okay. So that's for my fire signs. All right. So y'all had the Six of Pentacles. You had the Hierophant. And you had the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So let's move next. Spirit wants me to do water. So let's go to the water signs. So Spirit, we're reading for our water signs. Ashe. All right, there's one. We're going to do three signs. Ooh, or three cards. That's two. And that's 3 and 4. So Spirit wants me to read the one that's up. So we'll do that. First one that came out is the Two of Swords, followed by the Eight of Swords. Followed by the World. Okay. For shits and giggles, we're going to pick this card up. And it's the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, water signs. Y'all are real in your heads right now. Okay. There is. Okay, water signs. y'all need to make a decision on your timeline. That's what the fuck's wrong with y'all, okay? So right now, water signs are ooh, okay. So I believe that Pisces is adjacent on the astrological wheel. I think that Virgo is your sister sign or like is your direct opposite. Okay. Um Someone says bleed into yourself. I don't know what that means. Bleed into yourself, okay? Something got cut or someone got cut and someone's bleeding or maybe there's like a bloodbath. I don't know. But I feel like someone needs to be bathing in something red. Okay, so maybe you need to work with red candles or work with like red energy. Maybe you need to work with your sacral chakra, but something with bleeding, something with blood, something with red. All right, that's the message I'm getting for water signs. Okay, so let's get into the reading. All right, anyways, so the Two of Swords, okay? Lots of cutting energy here, which is why I'm probably thinking of blood. But there's lots of cut energy here. There is, you need to cut the line and where you are now. You need to cut the timeline and where you are right now. It's time to jump into another reality, water signs. It's really time for you to do some reflection, and you guys are blinded right now. Y'all can't, some of y'all don't see what's coming or going because both of these women are bound at the eyes, both of them. Okay, there is an opening here and here. Okay, you got to pay attention to visuals in tarot. There's also an opening here, but you see that she's leaning to one side, which means that you've already made a decision as to what you want to do. So why the fuck don't you just do it? Why do you feel like you need to keep yourself bound in this situation, water signs? Why do you feel like you need to continue to entertain a situation that doesn't serve you anymore? Why do you feel like you need to entertain a person that doesn't serve you anymore? Your intuition has already led you to the right decision. You are just looking on the outside for validation. You, as a water sign, y'all are so emotionally connected that you want someone to fulfill you emotionally. That's all y'all want. Y'all want someone to say, oh, baby, it's going to be fine. Here, this is the decision you should do. Stop looking towards other people for answers that you already know the answer to. I hope that makes sense. Um, some of you all may feel manipulated. Some of you all may feel that you've been coerced into a situation. And that's just your wrongdoing. Those are your bad choices. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and coddle you. This is your wrong. I keep wanting to say this is your wrongdoing, but this is what you've done. You've created a situation for yourself that can only be cured by you. No one else on the outside is going to be able to assist you with this situation. What is this? No one outside of you is going to be able to assist you with this situation. So now is the time to put on your big girl panties, okay, and make an executive decision for your life. Are you going to move? Are you going to leave this bum? Are you going to leave this job? Are you going to open that business? Are you going to stop playing games with your spirit and do what it is that your ancestors and your guides have been telling you to do and your higher self? You know? So it's like what are you going to do, right? The crescent moon, such divine feminine energy. We're working with the moon energy. If you're going to do some work tonight, I would definitely do some grounding work and some self like realization. You need to really dig deep and figure out why you do the things that you do and how are you going to change it going forward. What are you going to do different going forward? water signs. What are you going to do to jump on the correct and right timeline for yourself? What are you going to do? The world card. Some of y'all know the decision. I feel like some of you guys made a decision in that moment that I just talked to you and had that pep talk with you. I feel like a lot of y'all made a decision in that moment. And you said, okay, Shalom, fuck it, I'm just about to do it. Like, what if you never made the decision to wake up? And what if you never made the decision to like go with the energies of waking up, right? Of becoming more spiritually conscious, of becoming more spiritually connected to yourself. What if you just said, man, forget this. I'm not doing this. Like, what if you continue to do that? Like, you would have stayed on a different timeline, right? But you shifted a timeline. By waking up and becoming conscious, we've all shifted a timeline together, right? And but now we have to individualize our timelines. Now it's like we all jumped on the track, but now we're going different ways, right? And the completion. Water signs, you are coming into a completion. If you haven't already completed a cycle, you're already at a completion. 21, 3. That magical number of 3, being surrounded by your ancestors, being surrounded by the master teachers, being surrounded by that divine energy. You already have the tools. We all have the tools, but I'm talking to you water signs because I feel like y'all are doubting yourselves just like fire signs were. It's really time to it's time to make a decision. If you can't make a decision, then I would say leave it alone and walk away. If you can't make a decision, it's not for you. And by you walking away and leaving it alone, you've made a decision without even realizing it. So sometimes you have to trick yourself into making decisions because a lot of times we second guess ourselves, and that's where our manifestations backtrack and they blow up on us because you second guessed yourself within that manifestation. When you second guess yourself, you're basically telling yourself that you're not good enough to make decisions for you. Okay? Last but not least, the same thing. The 8 of Pentacles, the same thing. Y'all are working on something. You're working on a decision. You're working on a project. You're working on a relationship. You're working on something. And you've forgotten what you've learned along the way. Again, a lot of times we jump into something and we forget completely what we've learned. It's like when your teacher teaches you all the ways to solve math problems, and then you get the test and you just completely blank out, right? Like, you're being tested right now. Water signs, you're being tested right now. And you may have people from the past coming to see you. You may have situations that may be like deja vu. And it's not deja vu. It's just that you have situations that are coming up to test you, to see if you're actually going to pass the test and be able to move on to the next level. Are you going to level up? Are you going to level up? Water signs, are you going to level up? It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to put yourself out there. It's time for you to put yourself out there and let people know who the fuck you are. Okay? Water signs? So, that is your reading. So, we're going to save Earth for last. Next is going to be air. All right? Ashe. These goddamn air signs. All right, Spirit. So, we're reading for air signs for Virgo season. I think someone's made a comment, so let me look to see what y'all talking about. Okay, and I had 2 cards that came out for air, so we're going to go with those. Ooh, okay. Ooh, and my crown just started buzzing. I swear, like every time I pick up tarot cards and I start shuffling, it's like my crown just starts to tingle and open up. It's the craziest thing ever. Wow, that's so interesting because I just bought a red light bulb today and I'm a Cancer sun. There you go. All right. Asher Lord says big mood. Big mood, sis. All right, so for my air signs, we have 3 cards here. The first card that came out is the 7 of Swords. I don't get this card too often, but when I do, it's some drama. Next was the 2 of Wands, and last but not least is the Sun card. All right, look, air signs. Let me tell y'all something, because for the air signs, you either got some you either have some energy around you that is deceiving, or you are deceiving someone. Yeah, I know. I went in on y'all. I mean, I go in on everybody, but yeah, cause y'all know, y'all water signs, y'all are real like in your feelings right now. Like Virgo, water, y'all need help. All right, so there's someone around you that is very deceptive. There's a lot of deceptive energy around you, a lot of deceit. Um, Someone is lying to you, and I feel like it's a partner. I feel like it's male energy. Someone is lying to you and you know it, but you don't want to see it because you're waiting on an answer. You're waiting on an answer. You don't want to make a decision. Again, decision. What the frick? Listen, I keep telling y'all these timelines are sealing, but y'all don't want to fucking listen. Clearly, because it says it's in the cards. It's in the cards. Once you release and let go, and you're waiting, you you have the world. You have the ability to create and manifest whatever you want, air signs. Here, that energy of holding that globe, you have all the master builder. You have the ability to build and to create the life that you so desire. Okay, air signs, y'all have the ability to think and bring the dark matter manifestation into the physical, into the light, into the reality of it. But this person that you're around is holding you the fuck back. And you could even be holding yourself back. So either this person is holding you back because they're being deceiving and you're just falling for the okie doke, or you are deceiving someone, and I don't want to say that the universe is punishing you, but you're receiving your karma. You're receiving your karma for something that you did back in the day or recently. Okay? Um you're not going to get to the other side. You're not going to see anything until you stop waiting on answers to come from the outside, until you make a decision as to how you're going to handle your karmic situation and what can you do in order to release yourself from this karmic debt. Okay? I'm going to say this, by you allowing someone else to be your punching bag, you will receive karma from allowing yourself to be mistreated. Okay? The Sun card. Happiness is in your aura. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves to be productive. Everyone deserves to be like feeling at their best. Everyone deserves to be elated. Look at this little child thing on here. Little curly haired little child. It's 10-10. Well, 10-10. 10 people, 10 likes. I share. Air signs. The sun is shining on you. You particularly need to work with some sun energy. There's a lot of like dark, damp energy around you guys right now. Um, I know it's been a while since you had your season. Don't worry, you're next, because Libra season is after Virgo. Don't be mad. But what I am gonna say is, for my air signs, y'all really have to learn the art of trusting your own intuition. Some of y'all are missing the mark when it comes to really like focusing in on yourself and what your higher self is saying. For whatever reason, you're completely clouded. Like your mind is completely clouded, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Um, let's see. Ha! Death. Look at that. What did I just say? It's time for you to let that shit die. Let your old way of thinking die. That's what it is. You gotta let the way you think die. The way you think is manipulating yourself. And now because of the way you think, you're waiting on something to come in. And I'm gonna tell you this, it's not gonna come in. It's not gonna come in because you haven't transitioned. You have not transitioned. You have not allowed yourself to just live. Yeah, someone said let your inner child out. I was literally about to say that, but then I started looking at the little curly head child and I just started thinking, looking at how happy he is, he or she. I think this is a boy because it has a little ping ping right here. But how happy this little child is, right? So it's really time for y'all to get back into your definitely into your childlike memories, your childlike thinking. And even with this sword, you see he's holding all of this shit that doesn't serve him. And it's like a thief in the night. He has a hood on and everything. And it's like you're so blind to the things that you're holding on to. You're so blind to like the situation. It's like there's two things here in the back that are solid in the ground. And whatever these two things are, I feel like these are two people that have been telling your ass like that you need to let it go, or you need to let this thing go, or you need to transition and die, let it die. And you just want to think, you just are so headstrong, air signs, you're just so stuck in your ways, you're so stuck in your thought processes that you don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see the truth. But guess what, when you don't choose that timeline, I guarantee you'll see the truth, because you're gonna be sitting up there looking real confused as to why your life is going the way it's going. I think this is like glue, y'all. I didn't see this all day. Oh my God. Okay. So let's do earth signs, which is moi. My rising is Virgo. My sun is Capricorn. My moon is Taurus. So I am all earth. Which explains the reason why I can't do a lot of stuff. Because I'm too focused on reality. All right, so earth. Here we go. Virgo season. So first card out for the beautiful Virgo energy is the Virgo card, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that divine energy for my earth signs. All right, let's see. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Okay. I can't make this shit up. I can't. All right. So next is the Ten of Cups upright, followed by the Queen of Cups. Yes, you can be wise and playful. You can. I'm wise and playful. Shit. I'm playful all the time. But then I'll be like, I'm not playing with you no more. I accepted my shadow self, and from there, now I'm living through my higher self. Ashe. That's the theme of my life right now. Ashe. I love it. I accepted my shadow self too. I accepted all the things about my shadow self. Once you accept who you are and your mission for being here, then things will look so much better for your life. Okay, so let's look at this. So we have the 9 and then we have the 10, but it's in the different suits, which is fine. But I'm just looking at this level up here. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles, you guys. So this is about that Virgo energy, that quintessential feminine Virgo energy. All right. Right now, you guys, and this is for all signs. I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention to your health. Really focus in on your health. If you haven't been feeling well, if you've been wanting to work out, if you've been wanting to eat cleaner, if you just been wanting to make yourself look good and feel better about it, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to do the switch up with the hair, okay? Don't be afraid to do the switch up. Do the switch up because this is what's going to propel you into the next phase of your timeline. All right? When you look good and you feel good, you do good. All right? That's just what it is, okay? It's the truth. I didn't make this shit up. It's reality, okay? So that Virgo energy, this is all about that sitting in, you're literally sitting in your garden and you're just basking in all of your manifestations. Everything that you have created so fruitfully divine, that is what that Virgo energy is. That's what my earth signs, that this is the energy that if you haven't felt it or you're not feeling it, you need to call it in. Call it in to yourself. And this is for everybody. Call in that pinnacle energy, right? Y'all can work with tarot cards for spells, and that may be another video that I'm going to show you guys how to do. So really this is like that regalness. Like look how regal she is. Like she's dressed in the finest like gowns and throws, and she got this little bird, and she's just like got her hands on her pinnacle like, yes girl, this is all me, I did this, and so what. She has this vast beautiful garden around her that's growing with these grapes. Like, oh my gosh, she's just so divine. Next is the 10 of Cups. Like complete happiness. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell y'all this because I'm sorry. Capricorns, earth signs, period. You know, especially if you're a Capricorn, y'all know we've had Saturn retrograding in our sign for a long time. We've had Pluto retrograding in our sign for a long time. We've had Uranus retrograding in Taurus for a long time, y'all. Earth signs, yo, we have been feeling it. If you are an earth sign and you're watching this now or later, we have been feeling it. Let me tell y'all, as a Capricorn, shit has been so rough for me emotionally, financially. Like I've been going through it. As much as I come on here and I smile and hee hee ha ha with y'all, earlier this year, y'all, it's been rough. It's been a rough ass year. And I actually have a whole video on this, love. Yeah, I have a whole video on the timeline shift. So check the videos once I upload this one. But I'm just so happy right now, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like some of y'all might be hating on these earth signs here on the low. But we deserve this shit. Like, we deserve all the happiness that we're about to get, all the manifestations that are finally coming to pass. Like, everything that earth signs have been going through, it's just been rough. It's just been a rough ass earth season for us, right? I'm so happy that Saturn will finally be going direct very soon. And let me tell y'all, when Saturn goes direct, y'all better hold your fucking wigs. Hold your wigs and hold your edges, because shit is gonna get real. Shit is gonna start shifting and getting so real. I swear I just saw an orb. If somebody saw an orb that was like right here, please let me know, because I swear I just saw an orb. So next is the Queen of Cups. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Queen of Cups, man, she is so in tune with her emotions. She's so in tune with her star player. She's so in tune with her heart chakra. She's so in tune with what she wants emotionally. And that has been me lately. Like, I don't want to say I've been an emotional wreck, but I've been so in tune emotionally. Like I think I'm ready for a relationship, but I'm ready for a long term, like marriage type of relationship. Like, I think I'm ready because I had a rough ass year, and I think I'm ready now. I think I'm finally like ready to dedicate my heart truly to someone, but I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna wait on it. But what I will say is that as earth signs, because we're so like wrapped up in our careers, we're so wrapped up in getting money, we're so wrapped up in creating, we're so wrapped up in just like the tangible things, that we aren't in tune with love. We aren't in tune with emotions. And you can ask any earth sign, I will sit here and you can ask anyone that knows me. Like, I don't know what are emotions. I don't know what those are. What is emotions? I don't know. I need to like I need to hire a water sign to help me with coming out of my emotions because I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are. Um and so because I don't know what emotions are, like I feel like I've been coming off way too masculine for many years. And I actually talked to you guys about this in one of my videos, where I say like religion has defeminized you or has made you masculine. And I know that I'm still like working on becoming less masculine and becoming more feminine and embracing my femininity even through emotions. And I have to like show emotions. Like, what in the entire frick? I have to show emotions. Like, it's kind of scary. I'm gonna be real. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary being vulnerable, because I've been so used to, like, I was raised around an Aries mother who is very emotionless. Like, my mother showed hardly no emotions. Like, she was like that hardcore Aries. And my father, he's an Aries too, you know, rest in peace to my father. But he was such like a laid back individual. And, you know, I just didn't have like the perfect like setup to see how a feminine woman should move. And I feel like a lot of us have not like experienced that because a lot of us are like in families that are like one parent, so usually it's just the mom, and the mom has to be the mother and the father. And so a lot of us, our generation, especially for those born in 1984 and above, I was born in 84, that's me, yes. So a lot of us are products of single households, single mother households, or a lot of us are products of maybe mothers who were part of a single family household, or maybe like big families. Like, I know my mom was born to a big family. There were seven of them, and my mom was the next to last. It's the next to last youngest, right? She's the youngest girl, so she had to fend for herself. She had to be like, she had to look out for herself. Her sisters were watching her, and you know, her sisters were older. They were out, you know, worrying about they're doing their own thing. They weren't worried about, you know, little old mom Janice. They weren't worried about Janice. And now my mom is the youngest because my uncle, who was the youngest, he passed away back in 2000, 2001. So yeah, so you know, as earth signs, it's time for us to really get in connection with our emotional higher selves. Spirit has been putting it on me to work with my rose quartz again, and I'm most likely going to start working with my rose quartz yoni egg again. And I haven't talked about yoni eggs in so long because I just feel like I'm just going in and out of phases right now. And I feel like I'm just going in and out of like just different consciousnesses of thinking and doing things and just realigning my path. Not that my path isn't aligned, but just realigning it, getting it set for the timeline, okay? Getting it set for the timeline. The video is called Timeline Sealing, okay? So that is what I want to tell you guys for my earth signs. Sorry I'm all over the place and sporadic, but yeah, that's just how messages come through. Sometimes they come through super choppy. All right. So I just want to draw a couple cards for the collective for everybody real quick. And I just want to draw this card specifically for Virgo season, not the new moon. The reading I did previous was for new moon. This is going to be for Virgo season for everybody, okay? So what does Virgo season have to show you all? What does Virgo season have to what does it have in store for you, okay? Yeah, fire signs I did first. Fire signs were first. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm waiting for black obsidian first. Any pointers it needs healing? What does that mean? I wouldn't recommend working with the black obsidian yoni egg first, though. I definitely wouldn't recommend you do that. It's way too heavy. Okay, so first out is the King of Cups in reverse. This is for the collective. Next is upright or reverse. What do you want me to do? Okay. So next is the Four of Pentacles. One more card for the collective, and then we're going to get into this Virgo season reading. Mm, 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 mm. Any more messages for the collective? What do you have to say, Spirit? Okay. Okay, upright. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. So we have the King of Cups in reverse, followed by the Four of Pentacles upright, followed by the Queen of Swords upright, followed by the Chariot upright. Timelines. Timelines. Y'all think I'm playing? I ain't playing about this timeline shit. Timelines. Thinking logically. Thinking logically. Less emotions, thinking logically. Knowing where to be selective in what you give and what you take in. Don't be so stingy. In order to give, in order to receive, you must give. Okay? Wow. Virgo season is a time for you to win. Virgo season is a time for you to scan your body and assess what needs to be taken care of. And how will you take care of it? What will you do in order to build your stamina for the next 3 months? So October, November, December, the last 3 months of the year. How are you going to build your stamina going into the last few months of the year? Shit is about to get real. And shit is about to get real. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in the most loving way ever. Shit is about to get real. And a lot of y'all are about to be tested. A lot of you are about to be tested. Lessons will come up again that you were supposed to have learned. And Spirit is going to test you to see if you've learned your lesson. Okay? Have you learned your lesson? And if you've learned your lesson, then you will be on the right timeline. A lot of you guys have intentions on becoming better and being better, but you're still stuck in the same like mental mind frame of when you were asleep. Like a lot of y'all are reverting back to the way you think, a way you used to think. A lot of y'all are doubting yourselves. A lot of y'all are afraid. A lot of you all are comfortable. A lot of y'all are complacent. A lot of y'all are downright fucking lazy. And I'm gonna just be real. And a lot of y'all are frustrated with yourselves and you're frustrated with your life. But it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's like what if you what how can you become better if you don't want to be better? How can you step into the life that you deserve if you feel like you don't deserve it? You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all feel like you don't deserve to be successful. A lot of y'all feel like you don't deserve love. A lot of you feel like you don't deserve, like, the penthouse. You don't deserve riches. You don't deserve the world. A lot of y'all feel like you just don't deserve it. And that's okay, because the thing about it is that you're going to sit back and you're going to be looking at and watching the people online or in your life or wherever, and you're going to be wishing and wondering why this person is so much more successful than you. And it's because you're just being lazy. Like, Like, I don't know what else to say. You're just being lazy and you don't care. You would just rather let life pass you by. You would rather be stuck because you feel like you want to be coddled. You want people to say it's going to be okay. You're looking for validation. This is triggering some of y'all cuz some of y'all dropped off. It's just triggering you guys. I don't mind triggering people. It's fine with me. Um a lot of y'all are writing your a lot of you guys are writing on your tombstones right now. A lot of y'all are killing yourselves because you don't want to level up. You don't want to level up. Um when are you going to boss the fuck up? When are you going to boss up? When are you going to boss up? When are you going to boss up? Tell me, when are you going to boss up? That's a real ass question. It's not rhetorical. When are you going to finally boss up? You know how long it took me to boss up? It took me 10 years to boss up. I should have been came out with a cosmetic line. I should have been doing lashes. I should have been I should have been had a website for divine chakras 2 years ago. I was sitting back looking at all these successful tarot readers and all these successful people making jewelry and this, that, and the third, and I finally said this year was going to be my power year. This year is going to be the year that I stand up for myself. And I tell people I really don't give a shit about how you feel about me. I'm still going to do what I want to do because I want to do it. And I'm not going to have any shame. I'm not going to have any remorse, any second opinions, because guess what? You know how many successful people, you know how many times a successful company failed before they finally got it? Do you know how many times, like, the CEO of Apple probably heard no? Like, do you know how many times, like, I don't know, the inventor of the World Wide Web, like, was told no, that this is not going to work? Do you know how many times people have created stuff and someone says no? Do you know how many times I've heard the word no in my level up and my ascension? Do you know how many times people have told me no? They're not interested. Do you know how many people times have told me that they're going to support me and they haven't? Do you think I let that shit bother me? No. No. Why? Because I'm going to keep pushing forward because the universe has to see that you want it. The universe has to see that you feel like you're worthy. Because if you get it and then you waste it, it's like a waste. It's like you've wasted your life. You've wasted a blessing that someone else could have had. Why allow yourself to waste a blessing that the universe feel like someone should have because you feel like you shouldn't have it? That was a lot, but I hope you got it. If you feel like you don't deserve something, the universe is going to give it to somebody else that is more deserving. Why would you want that to happen? Why would you want someone to get your blessings on top of their blessings? Because they're still going to get their blessings, but then now they're going to get your blessings too. Because you decided, you already made the decision that you don't deserve it. And then you're going to have to work that much harder to get it back. Because spirit's going to be like, "Oh, okay. So now you want it. So now I'm going to throw some bones at you and see if you've learned your lesson. See if you're actually ready to be grateful. See if you're actually ready to, receive these blessings that I have for you, that you've asked me for, but now you sit up here acting like you don't want it. It's like you're crying and playing wolf with the universe. How do you expect how do you expect to get anything when you teeter and totter going back and forth in your head about whether or not you should or you shouldn't? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why we do that. I don't get why we do it. I'm still trying to figure it out on my own. Right? So, man, anyways, choose your timeline. Whether that's a timeline that you want or you don't want. By September the 15th, which is the next full moon, you need to choose your timeline. You'll be sealed. You'll be locked in. And it'll be TTG. You'll be trained to go. All right? You'll be trained to go after that. So, I hope that y'all got a word from that. Y'all real quiet, so you must be taking it in. We're gonna just draw a oracle card really quick for the collective for Virgo season to give y'all something to laugh at before we go. You know, I had so much work to do, and I didn't get any of it done. I have to take pictures for the website. It's not gonna take that much, but just saying. I decided to come on here with y'all because I love y'all. Okay, so oh wow, I actually, this is so funny because Spirit just showed me this card and I started shuffling again and now the card came up. So here we go. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. Stop sleeping so damn much. Okay? Um I get this message like this could be a very dark time of the year for some people. I feel like some people are in a very depressive state of mind. There's a lot of lack here. There's a lot of thoughts of lack. A lot of like, I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. Like, I hear like some people saying, I don't know how to start this business. I don't have money. I don't know how to start to find love because I feel like I don't look good. Like, I just feel like there's like a lot of lack conversations that y'all are having with yourselves. And, you know, you have to work on your self-esteem. Like, if you haven't adopted the thought process of knowing that you're the shit, you're going to have to start to build yourself to doing that. Um a lot of people like always a lot of people always tell me how they love like my confidence, and my confidence didn't come overnight. It took me years to become this confident in who I was and like what I speak about in my journey. Like I could sit up here and tell y'all so many stories, and I always talk about me because I have such a wealth of knowledge to share. I have so many stories to tell y'all. But I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off, okay? So I started my makeup journey. Um I started my makeup journey in 2012 when I moved back home, when I moved back to my house, when I moved back here where I am now. Um because I was in a relationship with my daughter's father. I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. And there was some infidelity. We were actually engaged, but there was some infidelity. Of course, not on me because I don't cheat. But he cheated on me, and I found out. Um, I was 25 at the time. I was 26, 27, somewhere around there. Like, I think I was like 27, 28, something like that. But anyway, so I ended up leaving. I left behind everything. I left my house behind. I left the furniture that I purchased. I left everything. All I did was take me and my daughter and my clothes and this ass, and I jumped ship. I was out. I left. I left him with everything. I left him with the bills. I left him with the rent. I left him with everything. I didn't care. I just left. So he figured it out on his own. And he ended up getting a roommate, whatever. But so speeding up to coming back here, coming back to Maryland, which is something I never wanted to do. Um, I'm not happy here. I will tell you guys that. I'm not happy here, which is why I've been exploring cities to move to. So that's why I'm going to Dallas, right? I'm excited. But so I came back home and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I went to college, got my 4 year degree, something that I didn't want to do. I wanted to go to cosmetology school or I wanted to go to art school. But because my parents were paying for my education, I was basically forced to go to college. All right. So I went and got this 4 year degree that I didn't do anything with, and I still haven't done anything with, and I'm not going to do anything with because I know that working in corporate isn't for me. Right. Ultimately I left Charlotte. I could have stayed, but I ended up getting laid off from I was working for America Honda Finance at the time, and they laid me off. Girl, they fired me because they fired me. I took a 4 month hiatus. I came back, and I was about to start working again, they fired my ass. So anyways, I don't belong in corporate, y'all. I just don't I don't want to conform to their fucking rules and shit. I don't conform. I don't follow rules very well. That's my problem. So anyways, so I came back here and I ended up working at Forever 21. I worked at Forever 21. I was a manager there. I was a visual manager, which basically means I was in charge of all of the like visuals. So the mannequins, I was basically like a fashion stylist. I did all the mannequins. I would do all the floor sets for the stores. Like it was nuts. Forever 21 was probably one of the most challenging jobs that I had mentally and physically because there's so many clothes in Forever 21 and they don't ever want to get rid of anything. At the time, they weren't doing a lot of sales. This was like years ago. They weren't doing a lot of sales. So they would hoard a lot of clothes in Forever 21 and they wanted us to make room and it was clearly impossible seeing as how I was in an older model store as well. Um, so that's what really piqued my interest in makeup. There was actually a guy that was working there. His name is, well, I'm not gonna say his name, but um, he's gay, and he wore makeup. He's now transitioned into a female, but he wore a lot of makeup, and I at the time of makeup. I always been into makeup, but like I was never like into like makeup like how I am now, right? So I ended up like getting with him and he basically like turned me on to makeup. He got me turned on to makeup. So even though at the time I was already wearing makeup and stuff, like I started to really get into it and looking to it as a actual career. So I went and I bought a kit. I went and I just invested in buying makeup. Um, I think my first foundations that I had were Mary Kay. I had a lot of Mary Kay stuff because I knew someone that was a Mary Kay rep, and so I went and invested a lot of makeup, a lot of money into makeup, and I also did a lot of drugstore brands as well, right? So I had a lot of cheap makeup. Back then, I was doing faces for $20. Now my faces are $100 plus. Okay, so um, $20 faces. I remember my one homegirl. Her name is Sherry. She's actually taking the manifestation class tomorrow. And shout out to Sherry. I know she's probably not watching this, but man, Sherry, like, I need to get her on board because Sherry lost, like, I think she lost like over 80 pounds and she transformed her body. I've never seen anything like it. Not me personally in my own like circle. So Sherry let me do her makeup and I actually had a few people that let me do their makeup and oh my God, it wasn't a disaster, but oh my God, it just was not what it was supposed to be, okay? It was not what it was supposed to be. Sis, I got talked about. I was posted. This is back when like Instagram had no DMs. People weren't hashtagging. It was just like straight pictures and words. Like that's what it was back then. Um, so, I was like, man, fuck this. Like, I'm about to get this down pat. I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to do this makeup, right? So, I would trolley around with my kit and, I found a few, like, I found a few supporters and people that would support me. So, this guy I went to college with, his name is Freddie. He put me on. Freddie put me on. Freddie put me on. So, man, shout out to Freddie. Freddie put me on. So, Freddie saw what I was doing on Instagram and he was like, and on Facebook, because I was on Facebook at the time. And he was like, I really want to put you on. Let me help you out. So, I gave him some of my business cards and he would pass out my business cards. So, his wife, his now wife, at the time, she was his fiance. Dory, she let me do her face a few times for her birthday and I was getting better, right? I was getting better. I was watching YouTube tutorials. Like I'm basically a self-taught makeup artist. I never went to school. I never took a class. I never did any of that. I taught myself. That's how much drive and passion I have for this. I taught myself, right? So I was like, all right, I'm about to jump out there and I'm about to get with the big leagues. Okay. So mind you, everyone is telling me in my ear that makeup is not a career. Makeup is not a solid like career foundation. You don't need to be doing makeup because it's not going to make you any money. You need to find a job. A real People are telling me I need to find a real job. People were telling me I need to go work for the government and all of this stuff, but I refused, y'all. I refused. I refused. So I ended up leaving Forever 21. It was a whole like scandal with that shit, y'all. Like, girl, we was up in there doing some scandalous shit. And like oh my God, what you call it? The what is the people that the loss prevention people? Um the loss prevention people have found out that we was like giving out discounts and doing shady shit, girl, and they came through and tried to fire me, girl, and I quit on their ass. I was not playing. But anyway, and it was a bunch of us. It was a bunch of us that was in on it. But anyway, so I left Forever 21. And so I left Forever 21. So like for 6 months, I just started like working on my makeup game. So finally I worked up the balls and I said, fuck this shit. I'm about to go and apply for Sephora. Now, I was a manager, so I already had retail management, but I didn't have any like professional makeup skills. Okay, this is a story time. So I didn't have any professional makeup skills, right? So I went on my interview and I lied. I lied. So I lied and told the manager that I had been doing makeup for like 2 years, and like I had a portfolio and everything. Like I had a girl, you would have thought I was a professional makeup artist. Okay, like I had a portfolio and everything. They going bankrupt? Stop playing. Oh shit. But anyway, so wow, that's funny. Excuse me. So I ended up going to get the interview at Sephora, lied on the interview, and I got the job. All right, y'all, got the job. So got the job for Forever 21. This is 2013. So I came in working at Sephora as a manager. I came on as a team lead. Girl, I think back then I was making like $16 an hour. I was a team lead. Um, it was a lot of work, y'all. Sephora was a lot of fucking work. But the information was invaluable, okay? So this is how I set myself up for success. I got in with Sephora, got me a job, and I was a manager. And at Sephora, they give you gratis, right? So you get free shit all the time. You get free products, you get discounts on makeup, blah, 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 right? So basically, I built my kit. I built my prestige brand kit from working in Sephora. Free makeup. And because everyone loved me and they loved my personality and they loved how bold I was with my makeup, I got a lot more stuff than what other people got. And because I was a manager too. So I was like, for example, y'all, I was getting like $100 serum, $50, $60 palettes. This is like when the Naked palette had first came out by Urban Decay. Kat Von D had just came out with her line back then. So, I had free Kat Von D makeup. I was getting free NARS makeup. Like, y'all, we was lit. I was getting free perfume. I had a Cartier perfume. Like, I mean, I just thought I was the shit. Okay, free skincare. Like, everything was free. All right, free. So, invaluable information. I learned so much about makeup, about how to do makeup. Because I told y'all I lied. I faked it till I made it. All the girls that were in there knew way more about makeup than me, but I went in there and acted like I knew what I was doing. And let me tell y'all, because in the midst of me working at Sephora, them bitches was talking about me so bad. They was talking about the way I did my eyebrows. They were talking about how I blended my shadows. But remember, you guys, I didn't know anything about makeup. Okay, I went in there and I faked it till I made it. Girl, I would go in there with my face beat. I ain't care. Like, I thought I was the shit. And then my manager called me in one day and she was like, I want to talk to you about your brows. Like, I mean, and I was just like, is it that bad? And she was like, it's even scaring the customers. I'm like, y'all y'all are being real extra right now. Like, I was sitting up here like the Capricorn person that I was, I was just marching to the beat of my own drum. I did not give a fuck. All I cared about was getting to the money, getting these free products, and taking my happy ass home to my daughter, right? Okay. So this girl, so they wanted me to do a makeover with this girl that no longer works there. She actually works for Mac now, and I don't know where the hell she's at now. But supposedly, like, she was just great artist, and she did makeup so well. So her name was Ashley. Ashley was cool. Ashley was cool. So I'm not trying to be funny, but I am. So Ashley was cool. So I went over to Ashley's house with my daughter, and Ashley did my makeup. And she did a really good job. I love the way she did my makeup. So I started doing my brows. I took the constructive criticism that they were giving me, and I started doing my brows thinner. I started doing my brows thinner. Okay. So, but eventually they got thicker, but whatever. So, um, so I ended up being transferred. So I wanted to transfer to another Sephora. So I transferred out to Bethesda, which is like a hop, skip, and a jump from my house, right? And when I went out there, I learned about skincare. So I became the skincare lead at the one in Bethesda, and I was in charge of skincare. So I got my, like, damn, what if you do your brows like that? Right. It was my style. And it was actually another girl there that did her brows thick like me as well. But I don't know. Like, but her facial structure is different, obviously, and she looks different. So on her it looked good. But the brows that I did, y'all, they were super heavy. Like, I may still have pictures of on my Facebook of like how my makeup has transitioned over the years. But like, y'all, my brows were heavy as fuck. Like, they were probably as thick as this, but they were super dark. And like, so that's what made the difference. Okay. Like, the shape is fine, but it's the intensity. Sometimes it's not how you do it. It's like how hard you go. Anyways, so I ended up being transferred out to Chevy Chase, right? So at Chevy Chase, I went in there barking. Now, I went in there barking, but I got a lot of skincare. I got a lot of skincare. I got a lot of skincare knowledge, and all that good stuff. Girl, so Sephora ended up firing my black ass, okay? Sephora fired me because, yeah, girl, they said it was scaring the customers. I was so over them. I was so over them. So I ended up getting fired from Sephora. Why? See, I don't need a fucking job, y'all. This is why, because I don't like to follow rules. So I got fired from Sephora because they said that I was selling makeup illegally, which, I mean, I wasn't selling makeup illegally, but this is makeup that I had purchased with my own money. But they said it was a conflict of interest because I was selling makeup on my Instagram, but I was selling it for way less than what I paid for it, even with my discount. So I never fully understood that. But in that point, I was so happy because I was actually manifesting leaving Sephora because I was over it. I was over it, right? I was over it. I was there for 2 years at Sephora, and I got everything that I needed. I got, free makeup. I got free makeup, I got free skincare, I got free knowledge, I got free classes, I got free training. Like, shit, like, I got to go to different seminars and meet different people. I got to meet like famous people that have these brands and stuff. Like, it was an amazing experience, and it's an experience that I have taken with me up until now, because now I know the makeup game. All right, I know how these manufacturers do. Okay, so fast forward, after leaving Sephora, I ended up going to Nordstrom. I'm not going to draw out Nordstrom, but at Nordstrom, I definitely learned the business side of things more than the product side, because Sephora taught me a lot about product, even though I was a manager. I was running my own counter at Nordstrom. So I started off working for Guerlain. So the level up. Okay, here's the level up. All right. So even though Sephora has luxury brands, Guerlain was actually in the Sephora at one point that I worked at, but they took it out. Guerlain is a brand out of France that started off with fragrances. They start off as a perfume house, and now they make makeup and all that good stuff, right? But Guerlain, the darkest color in Guerlain was me, in the lightest day in the middle of winter. Okay, so Guerlain didn't have colors for colored women, right? But they wanted me because I would be able to bring in those women of color to the brand, right? Girl, that was a disaster, first of all, because everybody and their mother thought I worked for MAC because of the way I did my makeup, right? I did my makeup very elaborate. Again, I have to show y'all. Like, and it's not, I guess it's elaborate for them because if you've ever worked in like retailing, worked in makeup, and like, you know how like white people do their makeup totally different. Like they're super simplistic with their makeup. And I learned that when I worked for Chanel. So I ended up leaving Guerlain. I transitioned into a beauty stylist position. So I was a beauty stylist for 6 months. Was probably one of the best times of me working at Nordstrom, because I basically could do what I want. I could dress how I wanted, and yeah. But those positions, you guys, like the store that I worked at was so slow, and Nordstrom was all about commission and numbers, and I was just like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do this, because all I want to do is just make people feel beautiful. Like, I don't care about pushing and selling products to people. I just want people to feel good, right? So I actually originally interviewed with Chanel. Like, that was the first people that I interviewed with at Nordstrom's, but Guerlain ended up picking me up before Chanel did. So I ended up transitioning to Chanel, went to another store, went out in Bethesda, went to another store, worked at Chanel. When I say I got Nordstrom for everything that they was walking on, okay? And I'm telling y'all, we're setting this up, okay? We're setting this up. So at Chanel, I worked for Chanel. When my second half of my Nordstrom's career, I worked at Chanel. And I got Nordstrom, I got them for all of it. I got testers, all types of shit. If it's people on here listening, if there's people on here listening from Nordstrom, sorry, whatever. Anyways, so I got a bunch of testers, got a lot of stuff from my makeup kit. Okay, got a lot of stuff from them, right? So anyway, so after me leaving, so I finally left Chanel. I'm trying to think about it because people are texting me. Anyway, so I finally left Chanel. Finally left Nordstrom and Chanel and went into working freelance, okay? So now I'm working for myself, and I'm realizing, okay, like, I can do this on my own, right? I can do this on my own, because at the end of the day, I know that if I can do this on my own, then I can legitimately, like, run my own makeup business. And in the midst of me like working in Nordstrom, I also like did freelancing for myself and things like that. But because I was so bound to working for Nordstrom, that I could rarely even do, freelance makeup, because most of the time I was working on the weekends, right? Anyway, so working freelance for 2 years for Chanel and NARS and YSL, what I realized is that I don't need these jobs to do what I'm divinely meant to do, right? I had the tools and I had the ability at my fingertips to create any reality that I wanted based on my mind frame and what I was thinking at the time. So I realized I built a kit by, completely finessing the game and working for people and playing my part and doing what I was supposed to do on the job. But of course, I was planning my exit the whole time, setting things up. Yeah, we stay getting fired. Stay getting fired. Nordstrom didn't fire me, but I felt it was coming because I wasn't making my numbers. The store was dead. It was a dead end place. And I worked at a counter that had 5 women, and of the 5 women, 3 of them had been there collectively together over 50 years. And so they had a bulk of the clientele. When I say it was the hardest thing to make money and make sales at that Chanel counter, because those women, they didn't care about the little black girl at the counter. The only thing that they wanted me to do was do makeup for their clients, because I could beat a face all the way in the ground. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to use me. And I saw that. I saw that. Um, I saw they were trying to use me. So I was like, yeah, no more of this. So I ended up leaving. So that's why I left Nordstrom. And I cussed my manager out and then I left. But anyways. But I realized, like, through all of that, through all the stories, through all of that, y'all, like, I realized that number one, I can fake it until I make it. But number two, even though people were talking about me, even though people doubted me, even though people thought that I couldn't do it, I ended up proving them wrong and I ended up doing it in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I mean, it's like it's just so like amazing to me because a lot of people, a lot of y'all think that you can't do it because you don't have experience, but I just proved to you in that long ass story time that you don't need to know how to do shit. You can just fake it until you make it. You can learn on the way. You know what I'm saying? You can learn on the way. The pendulum swings both ways, y'all. Don't think that you're going to get penalized for lying. How do you think that most of these people made it to the positions that they were in? They lied. They lied. They used leverage. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know and how you know them. You know what I'm saying? So freelancing, and then I finally sat back and I said, you know what, all these people out here are creating these makeup brands, all these people out here are creating these lash brands, all these people out here are creating and branding themselves. And even though Divine Chakras came first, Comedic Cosmetics is DBA, so it's under the umbrella of Divine Chakras. But Divine Chakras was literally the plant that was sprouting out, and now there's little flowers blossoming off of Divine Chakras, which is Comedic Cosmetics and Bass Closet, right? And I'm here to let you guys know that you can do and create anything in your life that you so please. You can do whatever it is that you want in your life, okay? Trust me, because I faked it until I made it. That Forever 21 job, them people, they wanted experience. They wanted visual stylist experience. I didn't have any visual stylist experience, y'all. I didn't have any. I lied. I lied, but I knew how to dress. I knew fashion. I was into fashion. So it's not like I didn't completely know. I knew something. I knew a little bit. I knew a little bit. So as long as you know a little bit, as long as you know a little bit of something, you will be able to create anything by just putting yourself in that energy, putting yourself in that energy and manifesting. I was manifesting this whole time before I was woke and didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all, listen. Yes, the magician card. It's like y'all have to create the reality. You have the tools. You have a mind. You have a mouth. You have a brain. You have a heart. You know what I'm saying? You have the ability to create. So why not just do it? Why not just fake it until you make it? And lie. Yes, lie, 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 lie. We've been taught that lying is a sin. We've been taught that lying is a bad thing. Lying can get you to a lot of places in your life. The pendulum swings both ways. Like, and that's a lot of our issues now, is that we don't want to get out of the mind frame in which our parents taught us, the world taught us. Like, my mom used to say, you can't be telling little white lies. Like, why the fuck not? Like, if it's gonna get me to the place where I need to be, in the place where I want to be, and create like something that I know I deserve, sometimes you gotta lie. You thought that I was gonna go back to school and learn how to do makeup and learn how to do fashion and shit? Fuck no. Nah, sis. No, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of a whole time. You know what I'm saying? So what do? I faked it until I made it. And that's what y'all gotta do. You got to get away from what your mother and your father taught you. And that doesn't mean that you go around lying to be lying. You know, you use it as a way again to leverage yourself and to get you to where you want to be. That's it. That's it. That's it, y'all. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, if I had to go and get a job today, and I wanted to get a job where I didn't know nothing about nothing. Yes, embellishing the truth. You're stretching the truth, okay? I didn't lie. I had manager experience. I didn't lie. I had retail experience. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lie. Like, I had customer service experience. But have I been doing makeup for a year? No. Have I been doing visual merchandising for a year? No. But I'll act like I do, and I'll make sure that my friend is on deck who can vouch for me and be a good reference for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on here and create a resume that is going to align with the job that I need and that I want in the time being. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta we gotta be smarter about how we move, how we make our moves, how we make our next move our best move. Chess, playing chess. You know what I mean? Um, that's what it's about. So, woosah, I got that out. Um, I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to live this straight and narrow path, and the road to success is never straight and narrow. The road to success has bumps, it has turns, it has dips, it has mountains, it has potholes, it has canyons. Shit, it even has stop signs. All right? The road to success is not straight and narrow. You have to embellish a little bit to get to what you want. And when you're embellishing, like, you need to believe it as if it's truth. You need to believe it. It is your truth. Embellishing the truth is your truth. So believe it and really like sink your teeth into it. You know what I mean? Sink your teeth into sink your teeth into it and walk it, live it, speak it, breathe it, eat it, shit it, like all of it. Like, you have to embody the energy that you are trying to access, right? And yes, play the part. I don't say play the part sometimes, I say play the part all the time. Always play the part. No matter where you are, no matter who you're with, no matter what you're doing, play the part. Play your part. And if your part involves lying, then shit. Become a magician. Become a high priestess. Become the emperor, the empress. Create the life that you deserve in that moment. You're gonna go and tell $100,000 job, well, have you ever do you know how to work with Excel? I sure do. And if you know that you may be possibly getting the job, you better take your ass home and watch some tutorials on Excel, because they're going to train you. Remember, jobs will train you. They have to train you. So they're going to train you. So don't think that you're not going to get trained. Don't think that you're not going to get the knowledge along the way. They're not just going to leave you and out to the pack of the wolves. Like, you're going to get trained. You're going to get the knowledge. So they just want to know, do you have the roundabout ability to perform the job task at hand? That doesn't mean go out and apply for CEO of Microsoft. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you to do is that be realistic and be realistic in your approach at this particular like lesson. Okay? Be realistic. All right, so I got tired of being around weak, pessimistic people. Girl, yes, people are so weak and pessimistic. Woo. Okay. All right. So thank you guys. A lot of y'all been commenting and stuff. Do y'all have any questions? Does anyone want to ask me anything before I get up off of here? We've been on here an hour and 38 minutes. Ooh. Again, if you want to get a personal reading, all my personal readings are half off right now. www.divinechakras.com is where you can get the readings. All the readings are located on the homepage. So just scroll down on the homepage and you'll see services, okay? When you are feeling low, what do you do to pick yourself up? Um, Honestly, I get dressed up, really cute, do my hair, do my makeup, and I go out. Or I watch like inspiring videos, like I'll watch videos like about makeup or fashion. Um, I'll watch like some, I don't know, commentary about dusty men. Um, I will like watch the Animal Planet or something because I love animals. I'll like call my daughter because kids are high vibrational and kids are always happy. So my daughter always makes me laugh. Um, Sometimes I'll sit back and I'll feel through the energy because sometimes we're feeling low for a reason and it may be a message that we need to get on a lower frequency. So sometimes I will actually feel through that energy and like see what like spirit is trying to tell me. What else? I will go and I don't know, I'll go shopping like and I may not like buy like a bunch of stuff, but I may just like go and buy me a pair of shoes or go buy me a new lipstick or go walk around Ulta. I try to do things that make me happy. I try to be around stuff that makes me happy. So if I'm feeling low vibrational, I will do something that makes me happy. And usually it has to do with like makeup and clothes and shit. So, yeah. All right. How do you keep yourself sane when living with a parent or relative, etc., that's negative or doesn't condone tarot? You must have a Taurus moon. Yes, my moon is Taurus. That is my moon. I'm all earth. Capricorn sun, Taurus moon, Virgo rising. Um so I actually live with me and my mom. It wasn't me, my mom, my daughter, but it's just now me and my mom. And I had to demand respect for my religion or for my spiritual practice. But the one thing I don't try to do is disrespect her house. So my mom's like sage and incense and stuff. So unfortunately, I can't really burn like a lot of incense and stuff, especially while she's in the house, because she's just very sensitive to it. But we all have the right to choose whatever we want to choose. We all have the right to choose. So I feel like if you're having an issue with a parent being negative and not condoning tarot, it's because you are allowing them to control your life. You're allowing them to be a voice of reason for you when in fact you know what you want to do in life. You know what, excuse me, you know what your path is. Um, I mean, hide your cards. I don't know, hide your cards. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like my attitude is, I don't give a fuck about how you feel and what you feel. Like I just don't care. So if you're mad because I do tarot, then I'm mad because you read the Bible. Like, like you have to be ready to challenge people. Um, because people will challenge you all day, but if you're being that docile, quiet female who just takes stuff like how I used to be, then what you're going to start to see is that you're going to become more, you're going to get shut down more, you're going to get stomped on more, you're going to get trampled on more because people know how easy you are to have your energy manipulated. So therefore, because you're allowing people to you're allowing people to manipulate your energy, you now look like the weakest link. So that it's your choice as to how you want to live your life. Unless you're like under 18, that's different. But, as an adult, if I want to read tarot, then that's what the fuck I'm going to do. I don't condone you reading that Bible because it talks about raping and incest. But it talks about a lot of other things too. But you just gotta be ready to call a bitch out. You gotta be ready to call a motherfucker out on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be ready to call somebody out on their shit. If they so pressed about tarot and stuff, then ask them if you're pressed about me not doing tarot and all this stuff, then why do you still drink? Why do you still cuss? Why are you still sinning? You gotta be ready to challenge people. And you know how black parents are. Don't talk back to me. I'm your mother. I'm your father. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm your child and I deserve to have a voice. You know? That's where we mess up. That's where we as parents mess up with our kids, and our parents mess up with us, is by saying that kids should only be seen and not heard. And that basically, and then they wonder why we don't want to talk about our feelings, because you told me I should be seen and not fucking heard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now that I'm bringing this to my mother's, like, sometimes you have to sit down and just have a real ass conversation with your parents and be like, look, this is what it is. This is what it is. And if you can't respect that, then, I will start to make plans to move out. And that's it. So, you know, look, whatever. Go on, little tink tink. Go on, little tink tink, and get your shit together. You're welcome, baby. No problem. Yeah, you deserve to have a voice. Society suppresses us so much, especially as women. They suppress us so much. And they're letting the idiots talk. The men, they're letting the idiots talk, the patriarchs. They realize most women lead, you know, as feminine energy, our energy is to lead. That doesn't mean that we allow the man to lead. It just means that like, the man can make the decision, but it's like he always has to go through his wife first. Like, you always hear a man, I gotta go through my wife. And it's like, yeah, I can make a decision, but it's up to the matriarch to solidify it's the matriarch. She solidifies everything. So, be the matriarch of your life and make decisions for yourself. I told y'all my fuck reservoir is completely drained. Like, I don't have any more fucks left in my reservoir. It's completely dried up. I don't have any more left. Gina, that's my mama right there. I mean, she's not really my mama, but she is my mama. You see, she has the same last name as my daughter. So she's like my mama. She's like my spiritual mama, okay? I was never that mother, always communicating with my girls and allow them to talk. Maybe too much. But and that could be very true, Mama G. That could be very true, but everything comes in, what is that saying? Like, you must do things in taste. Like, we have to teach our children how to speak their minds, but do it in good taste, right? Because you don't want to be disrespectful with it. But like my mother, like, I could never say anything. If I said anything, it was disrespectful. Anything. Anything, it was disrespectful. Her word was the word, and that was the word. And wasn't no other word, because it was her word. My word meant nothing. So a lot of black parents, they say that to us again, and they wonder why a lot, especially as black people, we're so suppressed by our feelings, our emotions. I noticed that in the black community. We're really suppressed. And that holds a lot of us back. That holds a lot of us in suspense. That holds a lot of us in what we call being stuck. So yeah. Yeah, Geminis, y'all love to run y'all damn mouths. Good Lord Jesus. Hey baby girl. Oh, I love you too, Gina. Um, the oppression be in the home, especially as black women, it hurts. Yes. I'm learning to let my son speak his mind because I couldn't say nothing either. Yes, 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 yes. And I do want to talk about single mothers and sons at some point, because a lot of single mothers who are damage and hurt their sons, and their sons grow up to hate women. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Yep. They make you docile. It's like Massa cracking the whip. The slave can't talk, you know? And you become so damaged from doing that, you know? The elders, they did so much, but they did so little at the same time. Um, the rebels, you were rebellious if you spoke out. But yet they have the First Amendment where you can speak your piece. You have freedom of speech. Not in black households. Black households, you ain't got no freedom of speech. And maybe in some white households too. Like, I don't know. I don't know about other races because I'm black. So I don't know. If you're another race and you're watching this video, or you're watching this video later on, and your parents have the same thing, then speak on it. But a lot of black, it's a generational curse, y'all. This is nothing that we can blame our parents on necessarily. It's just a generational curse and how you were raised and what you saw growing up. So if you were raised by spiritually free people, then they allowed you to speak your mind, then so be it. Like Kennedy, she will be allowed to speak her mind, because I'm not going to sit up here and suppress my daughter's feelings because I don't want to hear what she has to say. Because a lot of times our parents know that we're right and they don't want to be wrong. So therefore they tell us to shut the hell up. Just saying. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. It's been a long time coming. But as you guys can see, I mean, like, over the years, like my mom, she told me I need to get a real job. She told me I need, she told me all of these stupid things. And I didn't listen. That was the thing about me, y'all. Like, I didn't listen to nobody and what they had to say. I completely just focused on me and mines. I focused on me and mines. And I wasn't worried about what anyone had to say. I've always been like that. Hence why I walked around with thick ass eyebrows and people in Sephora were talking about me. I didn't care. I was sitting up there laughing at them. I was like, so y'all so pressed about my eyebrows? Y'all sound real dumb right now. You know? That's why I didn't tell anyone about my makeup line. Because people were, oh my God, you're not gonna make any money off of a makeup line. There's too many makeup lines. Like, makeup is so saturated. You're not gonna, but they're just projecting their fears onto you. They're afraid to start their own. Yeah, their projections. They're afraid to start their own business. They're afraid to make that leap and do, what makes them happy. So guess what? They project their fear onto you because you decided to look outside of yourself for validation on what you need to do next. And now you really don't know what to do when you feel like people are against you because you're allowing people to project their fears onto you. That's a choice. I didn't tell nobody I was doing this makeup line. Nobody. I started telling a few people once I ordered the products and it was about to be shipped. But I wasn't out here saying, "Oh, y'all think I should start a makeup line? What do y'all think I should do? Oh, y'all think I should like open up a bass closet and sell like, gaudy jewelry?" You think I give a fuck about what people have to say and what I should do? No. I'm gonna do that shit for me. Everything I do it for me. Because I want to. Now, if you give me a suggestion, I may take the suggestion. Like my sister wanted me to do a Virgo ritual, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I wanted to come on and do readings. That's what Spirit wanted me to do, so I did. You know, period. Absolutely, period. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm about to make my way up out of here. It's about to be 2 hours. Um, Thank you guys for sitting and chilling with me all this time. I'm pretty sure you had something better to do on a Friday night. But yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. You guys know I like to pop in and kind of have these long conversations with you, and just shoot the breeze. And spit some game to you. So yeah. So yeah, for those that don't know that just came in or maybe missed it, yes, cheers to that. Cometic Cosmetics will launch on September the 1st, which is Sunday. Bass Closet is already launched. It's already available on the website. So you can view it through the shop. You have to go to shop tab and go to Bass Closet, and you'll be able to see the products on there for Bass Closet. I'll be adding more eventually. I'm working on a lot of stuff. Me and my friend are starting a vintage cosmetic line, or a vintage jewelry line. And I went to her house last night. We took pictures of over 100 pieces of jewelry that we've been collecting for the last 3 years. So Vintage 84 is the name of our vintage jewelry line. And so yeah, eventually I want to get into like buying registered high-end vintage items and reselling it, not as a consignment, because the consignment is blah, but just selling it outright. So you got to catch like vintage. You have to go to like estate sales and really like thrift a lot to really love this. And that's why I love finding like antique finds and diamonds in the rough. Like years ago I found a pair of vintage YSL earrings that I got it appraised, and when I got them appraised, I paid $25 for them. They're now worth, I think, 3,500. So they're worth a little bit over 3,000 if I was to sell them. So yeah, like that's the type of stuff that I love to find. But sis over here is working. I don't know about you, boo boo, but I'm working. Don't bother me. I'm working. Right? So, I may go quiet again for a little while, but I am here. I'm running a lot of different things right now. Oh my gosh. Like, but what they say, the universe doesn't put anything on you that you cannot handle. And so I know that I can handle this. So, you know. I got this. I got this. You got this. We got this. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know officially when Vintage 84 launches. We're launching on Etsy first, and then we'll have an Instagram. But so yeah, lots of launches for me. But keep up, sis. Keep up. You gonna have to keep up with my life because I'm gonna be all over the place. All right, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys. Oh, wait. Someone has a question. You a makeup artist, tarot reader, and you sell spiritual products and makeup. What else do you do? Girl, I do makeup. I work out. I'm a lash technician too. So I do lashes. I do individual mink lashes. Shit. I am a business guru. So if you need like, I'm about to start like offering like sessions on how to create businesses, y'all. I create some of the best businesses. Like I be getting people on. Like if you do a session with me, like I always try to like give you business ideas and like try to like tell you what your life purpose is. Like I'm so good at that. Like I would be like a business consultant or like an image consultant. Like I know how to do all of that. Yeah. So, anyways. Yes, you need to see. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. I do a lot of stuff, y'all. I can write really well. Remember, I went to college, so I'm skilled in a lot of like administrative stuff. administrative, which is just like a sexier term for a secretary. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, I'm just the hood. I'm the hood trap tarot. I'm not even the hood trap tarot because I ain't from the hood. I'm the suburban trap tarot girl. That's what I am. The suburban trap tarot queen. Anyways, y'all, let me go. I love y'all and I'll check you in the next video. Peace. Bye, y'all.